I would address my next question for Mr. Nixon. Mr. Nixon is someone with many years of experience, first in the banking sector and in CSR, and you are now heading one of the largest public sector CSR foundations in the country. So I'm aware, Mr. Nixon, that SBI Foundation has been helping persons with disabilities through interventions such as the SBI Swabhiman, SBI Shravan Shakti, and your project Sameep. So could you please?
Thank you, Kushbu, for organizing this event and a very relevant topic. And at the outset, congratulations to Kushbu for having completed 25 years. And from what has been presented so far, I really and place on record that you have been doing a tremendous service to the society. By your way, you have been contributing to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. In fact, whatever good work you have been doing, been really touching also to hear from the beneficiaries about the good work Kushbu is doing. Congratulations. When like about the good practices, what we are following, or SBI Foundation has been following, I would tell that SBI has been a pioneer in this regard. SBI has taken numerous steps to make the organization inclusive and sensitive to the needs of employees with disabilities. From the time of recruitment itself, we have set apart 4% of the opportunities for persons with disability. And even afterwards, we give necessary training, instruments, accessible devices, etc. to those who have been selected. We always follow an equal opportunity policy. And it has been made mandatory that employees with disabilities are exempted from the transfer policy to the extent possible. And or semi-urban assignments. And those employees who are caregivers of persons with disability are given sabbatical leave or even special leave to take care of the dependents. And many of our circular instructions are in audio format or also in such format that persons who are visually challenged can easily understand. We give special conveyance allowance and special leave to those with disabilities. And this is from SBI side, the good practices SBI is doing. And to SBI Foundation, we started in 2015 by having a flagship program called Center of Excellence for Persons with Disability, which is supposed to be a centralized support center for persons with disabilities. Our vision is to work towards a more inclusive India and removing barriers to employment and employability for persons with disabilities. So accordingly, we have implemented a few projects, mostly reskilling or upskilling persons with disability and making them employable. Be it our SBI Swabhiman project or SBI Project Sameep that was in tie-up with Microsoft. All these have been to make the persons with disability employable. The project with Microsoft has been to enable career pathways for 500 marginalized youths with disabilities in the digitally transformed banking, finance, insurance sector. We people in which will be trained and would be made employable with the BFSI sector. And another project which we did is SBI Shravan Shakti, where we give financial for cochlear implant surgeries of underprivileged children. So after having these programs, some of the learning, some of the good practices I would share with you, or some of the concerns also. I feel that it's not like we select the persons with disabilities and bring them into our roles, but then unless the entire ecosystem is conducive, sensitive to the requirements, needs of persons with disability, it won't be effective and it won't result in getting maximum productivity or even improving self-esteem of those who have been taken. Therefore, the entire ecosystem has to be conducive. So what we do in our organization is conducting regular sensitization programs. In this connection, I'm also happy to tell shortly we are going to come up with a dialogue in the dark concept, which is in the advanced stage, and after sensitizing the need requirements of persons with disability. Another good practice which we have done in SBI is proper job mapping, so that we are aware of what are the roles, what are the posts for which persons with disabilities can be placed. And that is something very good practice we have adopted. And after implementing our CSR projects, what we could understand is just upskilling the people in some vocational skills is not enough. Rather, we should also improve their soft skills. And another thing is, organizations should not just focus on training, but they also should think whether there are placement opportunities available. So at outset, we should try to have discussions with it and see what are the requirements and then build the training programs accordingly. A suggestion which is providing livelihood opportunities to persons with disability is starting micro enterprises. But just financially supporting them or giving them grants and asking them to getting micro enterprises opened would not be enough, because there are a lot of skills required for the success of micro enterprises or being self-employed. So taken care of. Continuous mentoring even after starting these self-employment initiatives is a must if the programs have to be successful. Lastly, about government schemes, subsidies, etc. available for the disability sector, and even government officials themselves are not aware of it. Therefore, efforts to increase awareness about these schemes is also a must. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nixon Joseph. I think the fact that a large public sector foundation such as State Bank of India Foundation is taking such exemplary steps towards inclusion and towards ensuring that persons with disability, are supported in every possible way. I think that's a very important statement that you're making, and I'm sure some of the examples and the practices that you just mentioned are those which many of us can learn from. So we will, stay in touch with you, Mr. Nixon Joseph, because I think it's an agenda where all of us will have to work together to try and make a difference. But I think